So it's holiday season, my favorite time of the year. But this year is a little bit different. I'm gonna attempt to throw my first ever Kwanzaa gathering. As an African American woman, I really want to understand what Kwanzaa is about. So I've enlisted my chef friend, Madison, to hook me up with a couple of Kwanzaa recipes and give me the lowdown on what Kwanzaa actually is.
Kwanzaa is not a religious holiday, it's simply a cultural celebration. We give gifts, we sing, we tell stories, and it's just a great time to come together and reflect on what we have learned throughout the celebration. So today I'm just going to give you some recipe ideas. So I like to make smothered chicken, and I also like to make fried cabbage. I even have some cornbread in the cast iron skillet, and it's delicious. I'm excited to see what you come up with, and I'm sure it'll turn out great.
So let's start with our cornbread. We're gonna add 3 eggs and 2 cups of buttermilk. Mix that until it's well incorporated. You wanna make sure all those egg yolks are broken up. Perfect. Bring in a large bowl. Into this, we're gonna add our dry ingredients. So we have flour, cornmeal, salt, sugar. We have some baking powder and some baking soda. The best part, the cheese. A cup of cheddar cheese as well, and we will mix this all together. All right, so now we're gonna bring in our wet ingredients and add those to our dry ingredients. All right, and let's mix this up. Cornbread is like one of my favorite dishes, honestly. It's so nostalgic to me because my mom always made cornbread. For me and my brother growing up, she always put like coconut milk in it and a lot of butter. So she kind of made it her own. So I love cornbread. I have my skillet here. It's very, very hot because we're gonna brown some butter. We're gonna throw a half of cup of butter. Ooh, let it melt, look at it melting. So now let's add in our batter. Look at that, it's just swimming in that butter. Ooh, spread it evenly in that pan. So make sure we have a nice, even layer. It's gonna be the most moist cornbread you've ever tried. All right, so let's get started on our chicken. So right here, I have bone-in, skin-on chicken legs that I've patted dry. And to that, I'm going to add some Cajun seasoning. Now, it may not look like a lot, but mind you, this chicken is going to be dredged in a seasoned flour, and then it's gonna cook in this homemade gravy, so don't worry. So now we're gonna make our flour mixture for our chicken. So I have some all-purpose flour, garlic powder, some onion powder, salt, some smoked paprika, pepper, and some poultry seasoning. So let's mix this all together. Now we're gonna reserve 1/4 cup of this flour mixture for our gravy. And now we'll dredge our chicken with the rest of this. So make sure to get both sides dredged in this flour. This is really gonna help our chicken get nice and crispy. And then you definitely wanna make sure you're shaking off that excess. That way we don't have caked on flour. So all of our chicken has been coated. I'm gonna go wash my hands and then we'll get to frying. All right, so now it's time to fry our chicken. I'm gonna add a half of a cup of vegetable oil too. So I'm gonna put these babies in. Feel free to use any neutral oil that you want. Avocado oil, canola oil, anything with a high smoke point is really gonna work well right here. You hear her? I think she's saying I'm ready. I'm gonna flip her. Ooh. I think she's ready. Just gonna set it aside. This is beautiful. So you see all these bits in this pan left behind by the chicken? That's gonna give you some amazing flavor in your gravy. To start this gravy, we're gonna add 1 small onion and a half of a red bell pepper. And we're gonna stir those until the onions are softened, the peppers are nice and softened, and that'll take about 3 to 5 minutes. We're gonna add this to our mixture here. Cook for 3 to 5 minutes until it smells nutty and it's nice and golden brown, chicken stock. We kind of wanna gradually incorporate this. Look at that, it already looks like gravy. Let's add some more and kind of stir it as we go. So it's been a couple minutes. This looks really good. See that? It's gotten a little bit thicker. Yeah. All right, so she is ready. So we are gonna go in and add our chicken. Oh, baby, look at that. It just makes me smile. Oh my gosh. We are going to baste this chicken in this gravy. Oh my God, my heart can't take it. We're gonna smother this chicken in all this delicious gravy, peppers, onions, flavor. Let's move on to our cabbage. We're gonna add some oil to a pan, again using vegetable oil. We have 6 slices of bacon here, red pepper, our onion, 1 small head of cabbage here that I have cored and shredded. All right, so we're gonna let this wilt down a little bit, and then I'm gonna add some more in and see how much I can fit. Our cabbage is looking so good, so colorful. I have to go set up my table. Kind of nervous. Never hosted Kwanzaa. All right, well, here it is, my Kwanzaa spread. I will admit, I am pretty impressed with myself. Let's call up Madison and hope she's just as impressed as I am. Hey Madison, how are you?
Hi Tikeyah, I'm doing really well. I'm excited to see what you came up with.
Did I do a good job?
Oh wow, your smothered chicken looks really good and your fried cabbage is perfectly chopped, so that's great. I give you a 10 out of 10. I think it looks phenomenal.
And how long does Kwanzaa last? I know it's more than one day, right?
So Kwanzaa actually starts on December 26th, which is the day after Christmas, and it goes through January 1st. And each of those 7 days is represented by a principle of Kwanzaa.
And why are these principles important?
The 7 principles of Kwanzaa are Umoja, Kujichakulia, Ujima, Ujama, Nia, Kumba, and Imani. And these translate to unity, self-determination, collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith. And the 7 principles were created in order to reinforce community among African American people.
Oh wow. So I brought my roommates here to enjoy the food.
Hi roommates, are you guys excited to celebrate Kwanzaa?
I'm super excited.
Stay true to those 7 principles, not only during Kwanzaa, but throughout the whole entire year. And I hope that you have a very happy Kwanzaa.
So I think it's safe to say my first Kwanzaa gathering was a success. I've learned so much and I've gotten to spend a lot of time with my loved ones. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season.
Oh, yes!